Well, hello everyone and welcome to this Gling AI tutorial for beginners, where we'll be providing a complete walkthrough. If you're a content creator, you know that the most tedious part of the process isn't the filming. It's the hours spent staring at the timeline, hunting for every and ah and awkward silence. Today, I'm going to show you how to get those hours of your life back. In this complete walkthrough, we are diving deep into Gling AI, an AI-powered video editor designed specifically for YouTubers to automate the rough cut process. We'll cover everything from setting up your first project and navigating the interface to using AI and exporting your polished sequence in your favorite editing software. Also, if you want to try out Gling AI yourself, you can use my link down below in the description to sign up and get started for free. By the end of this video, you know exactly how to run a messy 30-minute raw video into a tight, engaging video in just a few clicks. Now, the first thing we'll need to do is to go through the sign-up process. So right here on Gling.ai, you want to locate the Start for Free button. Click on it. Then on this page, you see two options, sign up or sign in. Go ahead and click on the sign up button. And then on this page, you have the option to continue with Google, or you could go ahead and use the manual option to continue with your email and create a new password to sign up. To make things easier, we're going to use the Google option. Then after signing in, you get to choose which option best applies to you. We're going to choose video editor, and this is our Gling dashboard. Now right off the bat, you can see at the top right here, generate fresh video ideas inspired by the activity on your channel. So you have this option to connect your YouTube and let Gling provide inspiration for your content. However, you also have the option to drag videos right here or click to browse. Now below here, you can see all the supported file extensions, which are pretty basic, and you definitely have your videos in one of these options. Then if we scroll down below, we're going to find projects we've worked on. We could also have our sort settings right here for later. And then when we scroll up at the top right corner, you can see your profile name, which is basically your access to menu options. So you're going to click on the drop down, and here you can see once again the option to connect to YouTube, your usage information, affiliate program, settings, change theme, and the sign up option. If you click on the change theme, you can go to the light mode, and this is how it looks like. We prefer it to the dark mode, so we're going to go back to dark mode. Then of course you have your download desktop app. Now the desktop app is available for both Mac and Windows. Now if you're using Mac, it's going to show download from Mac, but if you're using Windows, you'll be seeing what applies to your operating system. Now at this point, we'd like to proceed away from this page in order to see how it's going to look like if you actually drag and drop a video right here. Or of course, you can click and browse for the videos on your local drive and put it right here. So we like the drag and drop feature because we have our folder open. We're just going to drag it in. And once you do that, you can see the question, what would you like to do with this video? You have the option to extract with AI, and you have the option to extract shorts. So this is up to you once again. So we're going to go ahead with the first option, edit with AI. We're going to click next. And right here, you can see that it's an untitled project. Now for organization, you want to name this properly. So now we've given it a name, project 1, to make things more organized, right? And here you can see the video spoken language. If you click on the drop down, you can see a variety of languages. So we're going to leave it in English because that's what it is. And this is the name of the video. And of course, you have the option to add a multicam track, and you could also add some other files. If you have a script, you can go ahead and use this option. We're going to click and continue at this point in order to proceed. Now, once we've been taken to this page, this is the enhance your video page. You get to choose options you'd like to have as enhancements on your video. You have cut silences, cut bad takes, remove filler words, auto captions, like and subscribe button, auto zoom, enhance audio, and AI background. You get to choose this based on your design or creator preference. For now, we just have 4 options which we're choosing, and we're going to go ahead and choose enhance and edit. So there are some tips you will be seeing, and you could read through and take note of them while you're waiting for your file to be completely uploaded. Now, once the processing is done, you find yourself right here. So let's explain what you're seeing. On the left side, you have your transcript. This isn't just a script, it's your editing floor. Now, Gling converts your speech to text and highlights different sections as it plays. For example, if we play it, entire process of launching, growing, and critically, so you can see that it highlights the text as it's playing. Then on the right side of this section, you have your video preview. So if your video is playing along, you'll be seeing everything right here. Then at the bottom, you have the timeline section. Now, this looks like a traditional video editor. You notice that you have your video preview right here, and you can see the playhead right here. In order to move the playhead, you just simply need to click on the area and it's going to take you to where you need to be. At the bottom right here, you could also see the slider, so you can move it to the other part of the video in case you have a long video, and this is what you can really do with it. Now here you also notice a grayed out section. Now the grayed out section is where the AI has flagged as removable. Things like silences, filler words, or repeated takes. If we take the playhead right here, you can see that in this section, there's really nothing. It's looking like a prolonged silence. Let's see. Scrutiny. We'll dissect the end. Good, so you can see that it just jumped off that area because that's a place of silence. At this point, would like to take the chance to remind you that if you want to try out Gling AI yourself, you can use my link down below in the description to sign up and get started for free. It's really a game changer. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the timeline area. You can see some options right here. So what are they? You have the play button, of course. This is where you get to play from wherever the playhead is. If we click on this and click on play, long term sucks. It goes ahead to play the video. Then right here, you can see 1x. Then you can also see a drop down. Now, of course, if you click on it, you can see different speeds where you can play the video. If we go to 4x, this definitely will speed the video 4 times faster, but we want to make sense of what we're listening, so we're going to take it to 1x. For most users, you might be going between 1x to 1.5x. That's pretty much up to you. Then, of course, you can also say show cuts. Now, this is a cut, so if we toggle it off, you can see that the cut is out of the area. If you click on show cuts once again, it's going to show you what it caught so you can decide in case there is a little glitch. And here you also see skip cuts. Now, when Gling makes a cut, it will automatically skip the cut. And that's why when we bring the playhead right here and play it, scrutiny, it simply jumps it. But if you say don't skip the cuts, take the playhead back and play it again, and intense scrutiny, we'll dissect it's going to play through that area which has been caught. So if you like the silence, or if you feel that the silence is better right there, you can decide to say don't skip the cuts. But this might affect other areas which Gling decides necessary to cut out. So you need to take note of that. Of course, have the manual option to split your video. So if you take the playhead right here and click split, it will perform a split action. And then you have the pace button right here. If you click on the pace, it says set the pace. Create an engaging feel by adjusting the silence length. So this is where it is right now, 0.5 seconds or more. And as you adjust it from left to right, you'll see the result of what you'd be doing. Then once you're done, you can click on apply and it will apply to your video. You also have the padding settings right here where you can adjust the start padding and the end padding, and then you could go ahead and apply what you're doing. Go back, click away, and we're back to what we had before. You could also see right here a report on the number of cuts that have been made, 21 cuts. And this, of course, understandably will vary depending on the video. Now remember when we mentioned some things right here, you can see that you have the scissor icon right here. If you click on cut, it will take away this whole section. But of course, if you want to reverse that, you can click on it again and it will restore what you have. So right here, you have the option to move this section downward or upward. So we're going to try to play with it for a second. And once we place it right here, you can see that the blue line shows that that's where it's going to be. If we release it, now it's changed the location of the speech to be located just above the previous section. Now we're currently on the script tab. If you click on files, you'll see the file which you added at the beginning. If you'd like to add more files, well, this is where you need to go to add it. Going back to script, you can see enhance. If you click on enhance, you'll see that you have the option to add auto captions, auto zoom, B-rolls, enhance audio, and AI studio options. Now, these are the options which you did not select at the beginning. This means you have a chance to add them later on in the editing process. So we've been able to show you a few things, and of course, if you're done with your video, you'd be interested in getting it out of Gling and placing it in the place you'd like to have it, maybe YouTube or somewhere else. So you're going to go over to the export button and click on it, and you're going to see a range of options which makes Gling versatile for different types of creators. You have files for CapCut, for DaVinci Resolve, for Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, and you also have some options which of course you could directly export them into. You can export it into an MP4 video, of course. You could extract just the audio, get the subtitles, get the shorts, and of course go ahead to edit it. So if we click on audio, for example, it's going to open your local drive in order for you to place it somewhere you could recognize. So we're going to say save, and the process has begun. Then of course, this is a successful one, and you could rate the video which was edited by Gling, write your experience, and share the feedback. That's up to you. Now remember when we said you could actually add some enhancement? We're going to try to add auto captions. Click on this and you can see right away the captions have been added. So Gling helps you to cut off the time spent on doing a lot of things. In conclusion, Gling AI is essentially a personal assistant for your editing workflow. We've looked at how it handles everything from the initial upload and automatic silence removal to the intuitive text-based editing and the seamless export to professional software or straight to MP4 as you saw the editing options right here. Now here are a few takeaways. For beginners, Gling removes the steep learning curve of learning how to pace a video. You get a professional sounding cut instantly. If you're a pro, it's going to save you about 70 to 80% of the time on the first pass of an edit. So here's our verdict. If you find yourself procrastinating on editing because the rough cut is too tedious, Gling is a must-have tool. It allows you to focus on storytelling rather than the technical cleanup. And of course, if you want to try Gling AI yourself, you can use my link down below in the description to sign up and get started for free. We hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.